About what does a literal interpretation of the word in Genesis 1 and 2, what is it? What is literal? What does the word literal mean? Ken, start us off this week.
Well, literal, if you look up a definition of literal, literally means, we can say that, basically what's obvious, the plain meaning, if you like. Taking words, in fact, one of the definitions, taking words in their usual primary sense and applying the ordinary rules of grammar without mysticism, allegory, or metaphor. And I would say that if you do that with the word yom, right there in Genesis, you've got the same formula for each of the 6 days. I'd just be interested in asking Dr. Kaiser a question, if I can.
Go.
Dr. Ross, I already know you believe in billions of years. I mean, we've read all your books, so I know you believe in billions of years. Dr. Kaiser, there's a reason why I'm asking the question, if you don't mind.
No, that's right.
Do you believe in billions of years, as does Dr. Ross, for the age of the earth and the universe and so on?
The biblical date is very clear, in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And on that, I think those are the biblical grounds. After that, you go off the biblical grounds, which is where I'm not an authority. Then you ask from other evidences that are found in the created order that God has given. And so it seems to me that that is a secondary question. But the primary one on which we ought to be agreed is there was no pre-existing matter or form. It was God that started the whole thing. And then everything, I think, begins to depend on whether we think that there is a recent creation, and that means that we've got to start adding up numbers which the biblical text didn't add up in Genesis chapter 5 and in Genesis chapter 11. Nowhere does the biblical text give a sum. And therefore, when I put a summary, I'm doing what the Holy Spirit did in certain passages like 1 Kings 6:1 or in Exodus 12:41, where he will give a block of years and will summarize. But never once does the Holy Spirit summarize on Genesis 5 and in Genesis 11. Therefore, I would be going against the work of the Holy Spirit and against the Bible if I summarize those years.